2024 was a great year for horror movies, and it looks as though 2025 is going to be just as promising. What's up, everyone? I'm Raekwon at RP Film Reviews, and I want to talk about 5 horror movies releasing this year in 2025 that need to be on everyone's radar. And if you guys are new here, I'm a big horror fan. Horror movies, they're my favorite genre, so if you like all things horror, all things spooky just as much as I do, be sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of my content. And if you're a returning subscriber and you follow me from another platform, I appreciate y'all. Welcome back. First up, I want to talk about The Woman in the Yard, which is brought to us by Blumhouse. So in the movie, a woman appears in black on a family's front lawn and delivers a chilling warning. No one knows where she came from, what she wants, or when she'll even leave. Now, I absolutely love the vibes of the trailer. It's creepy, it's eerie, it's ominous. The movie's kind of giving supernatural, paranormal, mythological, something urban legendy like Candyman. The woman that's dressed in all black that appears on the family's front yard, she may be just like that, a supernatural figure, an urban legend like Candyman. I kind of have a vibe that she's representing death because of course she's dressed in all black, her face is covered, we don't know anything about her. So I'm definitely excited for this one. Be on the lookout. It releases on March 28th. Now we're on to the movie Drop, which is a horror thriller brought to us by, again, Blumhouse. So in this movie, it follows a widowed mother who takes her first date in years, and it takes a terrifying turn when she ends up being bombarded by a bunch of drops to her phone. These messages, they're anonymous, they're threatening, and they put herself and her family at risk. It even gets to the point where she questions her charming, handsome date. She don't even know him like that. It could be him, or it could be someone in the restaurant. Now, I saw the trailer in theaters a couple of weeks ago, and I can't lie, this had me on the edge of my seat. It's definitely a psychological thriller movie, and I'm here for those. I love them. And I just think that it's fun and it's playful, that there's technology involved. The woman, she's getting memes sent to her phone. They're funny at first, but then again, they take a terrifying turn. It's gonna be action-packed. It's gonna be a horrific situation to be in. Again, it's brought to us by Blumhouse. I think they're starting off the year of 2025 pretty strong, so I expect nothing less from this movie. And Christopher Landon, who directed the 2 Happy Death Day movies as well as Freaky, he's directing this movie. And he's great with comedic slasher movies, so I'm excited for this new approach. This one comes out on April 11th. Next up, I have Until Dawn, which is a live-action adaptation of the 2015 horror video game, and I must say, it's one of my favorite video games of all time. So this movie will follow a group of friends who are trapped in a remote valley by a murderer. They're all killed, but then they're sent back in time, so they get another chance to relive the moments. So it gives them the opportunity to stay alive, figure out who's killing them, and survive until dawn. Now, I can't lie, when I first heard about the news about what the plot of the movie would be, I was skeptical because it is quite different from the video game. But after seeing the trailer and witnessing the events that are gonna take place, I'm here for it. I'm digging it. So the movie's gonna have different villains, different scenarios for the characters to live through. They die at different points from different scenarios, different killers, but then they come back for another chance at survival. And this time loop is quite similar to the video game, where those characters, they have multiple fates, because we can play through each death and situation for the characters in the video game, and if they die, we can just replay that level and change their fate. So the time loop and that goes hand in hand, but I'm excited for this one. This one comes out on April 25th. Next up is a horror movie called Him, and this one is coming from Monkey Paw Productions, which is of course founded by Jordan Peele, and he's gonna be a producer for the film. So Him centers around a promising young football player who was invited to train at an isolated compound for a dynasty football team's agent QB1. Now, Marlon Wayans, he's playing the legendary quarterback, and Tyreek Withers, he's his protege. Now, as described by Universal, Him is gonna be a blood-chilling journey into the inner sanctum of fame, power, and a pursuit of excellence at any cost. Now, Jordan Peele's only a producer. He's not directing this movie, but anything with his name attached is most likely going to be a great film, or at least good enough. Take Candyman 2021 for instance. I love Marlon Wayans. I think he's a great comedic actor, but when he takes on a more serious role, he delivers on those as well. For instance, check him out in the Bel Air TV series over on Peacock. There's not really too much on this movie just yet, but I'm excited for it. It comes out on September 19th. Last but not least is Die My Love, and this is a horror comedy. It's starring Jennifer Lawrence, Sissy Spacek, Robert Pattinson, and Lakeith Stanfield, among other actors as well. Now, the synopsis for this movie reads, in a forgotten patch of countryside, a woman is battling her inner demons. She's embracing exclusion, yet wanting to feel belonged. She's craving freedom while also feeling trapped. She's yearning for family life, but wanting to burn the entire house down. She's given surprise leeway by her family for increasingly erratic behavior. She nevertheless feels ever more stifled and repressed. Motherhood, womanhood, the banality of love, the terrors of desire, the brutality of another person carrying your heart forever. This sounds like a romance horror comedy. I think with the cast involved, they can do really well with this type of film. All the actors are pretty top notch, so I expect some great acting from this movie. It's a comedy. I know these actors, they're gonna do well in that type of role as well. And I mean, come on now, it's Jennifer Lawrence, who doesn't love her? Sissy Spacek, of course, the original Carrie, the newest Batman himself, or if you know him from Twilight, Robert Pattinson, and Lakeith Stanfield, he's underrated. So I'm excited for it. There's nothing official on this movie just yet as to when it releases, but definitely be on the lookout for it. And of course, let me know what are some some horror movies releasing this year in 2025 that you guys are looking forward to the most, be sure to leave a comment. And if you guys want to check me out on my other socials, you can find me on Instagram and on TikTok, same username, RP_film reviews. And if you guys like what you see in this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay up to date with all of my content, because things are guaranteed to get real spooky over here on this side.